Okay, in my effort to fill up my lost bluegill box, I'm tying some weighted muddlers, but they're not really muddlers. They're bead head muddler style streamer. Heavily weighted, they have lead on the body, a tungsten bead on the head. They're size 10. Don't gripe at me because it's not a classic muddler style, but it uses the collar and head approach of a muddler. Use red deer hair for the tail. I use some Simperfly Strangle string for the body, and then deer hair for the collar and head. And like I said, it has a tungsten bead on the front. It'll sink deep. It'll work great for larger trout. I used a similar fly at Roaring River, did great, but it was weighted without the bead head. I think the bead head will add some to it. And I also think it's going to be a fantastic bluegill fly. It'll get down there to the bottom where they might be, and I'll work it slow, and I expect great things from it. So here we go. We're going to tie a muddler style bead head streamer. I think it's going to be a great fly. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay. I'm going to tie this bead head muddler style streamer. Size 10 hook, tungsten bead. I'm going to use 018 nano silk. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, put a little bit of lead on that body. I want this to be a heavy fly, and I want it to sink. With that tungsten bead and a little bit of lead. Okay. A little dam in front of that lead. And tie that down a little bit. And a little dam behind it. Okay. Now for the tail, I'm just going to use some red deer hair. Put that in the stacker. Mostly even. Fairly short tail. Tie that on top. A bunch of looser wraps. And then come back a little bit and some tighter wraps. Make it flare a little, but not a whole lot. like that. Trim that off. Finish tying that down a little bit. Okay. Simple body. Just going to use some of this Semperfli Strangle string. Give it a little flash. And then just bring that forward. Touching wraps cover everything. Tie that off. Trimmer off. Okay. Okay, next, we'll make the collar. Take some deer hair. And put her in the stacker. Pull out some of the fines. And we'll tie that on one side. Maybe 3/4 of the body length. Like that. And do the same thing on the other side. More deer hair in the stacker. Trying to get that about the same length. Yeah, something like that. And bring all that forward. Okay. Next, I'm going to take a pretty good clump of deer hair. But I'm going to stack the cut off ends, not the long ends. Put that on with the long ends to the front. And I'm going to spin it. Pull all that forward. Wrap in the front. And I'm going to whip finish in the front. Snug that up real good. Cut off the thread. Okay. At this point, I'm going to brush everything a little bit forward. Something like that. And we'll take my razor blade. We're going to start trimming. Getting there. think that's pretty close. Yeah. Muddler style bead head. It's going to be a good bluegill fly, or maybe good for some big trout. It's going to run deep. Thanks for watching.